Yes, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
We are doing the revision of chapter 3, right? Meeting life's challenges. And which was today's topic? Which one did you prepare from?
Physical stress and health.
Okay. Shall we start the questions? Yes, Meghna.
At physiological level, arousal plays a key role in stress-related behavior. True or false?
Can you repeat it?
At physiological level, arousal plays a key role in stress-related behavior. True or false?
Answer? Don't know? Meghna, what is the answer?
True.
True, which is true. There is a problem with this chapter. It's relatively easy. All the concepts are like we are familiar with the topics, most of them, because it's stress, anxiety, and all those things. But the thing is, the more general the topics get, it's very difficult to get into each and every word of the textbook. Okay, so make sure you read it very properly. In first two chapters, we had plenty of theories, we had plenty of names. The only problem is we have to sit and learn all these names and we have to try and connect these names. But this one, we don't know from where and what type of questions will be asked. That is a problem. Okay, so don't underestimate the third chapter. Okay, Aishwarya.
Which is the factor which deals with, which is the factor of dealing with stressful conditions in primary appraisal and secondary appraisal?
Options. Fine.
Arousal,
Hmm.
primary attention,
Hmm.
both A and B, and past experience.
Hmm. Answer. Answer.
Past experience.
Yes.
Yes, correct. Next question, Raina.
Dash results from blocking of needs and motives by something or someone that hinders us from achieving a goal, a desired goal.
Hmm.
Option A, conflict. Option B, frustration. Option C, internal pressure. Option D, none of the above.
Hmm.
Frustration.
She said frustration. Correct. Amal Kesaji.
Ma'am, dash is the term used to describe the level of stress that's good for you.
That is?
What?
What was the last term? That is?
Good for you.
Good for you. Options.
Super stress, distress, stress, stress,
How many stress?
super stress,
Ah,
distress,
ah,
eustress,
ah.
um,
Who made the question?
I know, but I didn't get that option.
Super stress, distress, eustress, and
Come
S.
starting from S.
Something starting with S. None of the above.
What?
Yes, that is the correct answer.
Eustress.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. Ashish, next one.
Stresses have dash dimensions.
Stressors have dash dimensions. Options.
Uh,
Hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. Stressors have dash dimensions. Stressors have dash dimensions. Tell the answer. Please guess. Yes, don't waste time. We could have asked 5 questions by this time.
Three dimensions.
Ashish, is it 3?
I didn't hear.
3 dimensions. She said 3.
No,
No. How many then?
4.
4. Which are they?
Intensity, duration, complex. Predictability.
Give the page number. 54,
Page
no?
53. At table, figure 3.2.
Where is it? That same thing is given in page 54. Description. Okay, intensity, duration, complexity, and predictability. 4 dimensions. Okay. We learned it, I think, in the last part of this chapter. I took it in the last part, no? After completing the rest of the portions. Yes. Next question, Amal.
Ma'am, fail to get enough sleep is an example of dash stress.
Failure to get?
Ma'am, failure to get enough sleep is example of dash stress.
Options?
Ma'am, psychological stress, physical stress, environmental stress.
What stress is it? What stress is it?
Behavioral.
He asked what kind of stress is it? Repeat the question and options, Amal.
Failure to get enough sleep is an example of dash stress. Options: physical stress, environmental stress, psychological stress.
When you said behavioral, he was like, behavioral. From where did it come from? What is the answer?
Stress.
Can't hear.
Physical stress.
Physical? Yes. Okay. Now, next question, Grishma.
During arousal, the adrenal gland releases a large amount of dash, which leads to physiological changes seen in fight or flight response.
Hmm.
Option A, corticosteroids. Option B, serotonin. Option C, catecholamines. Option D, both A and B.
What is released by the adrenal gland? Why is it lagging too much today? Can you repeat the question once more?
During arousal, the adrenal gland releases a large amount of dash, which leads to physiological changes seen in fight or flight response.
Hmm.
Option A, corticosteroid. Option B, serotonin. Option C, catecholamines. Option D, both A and B.
Hmm. Answer. Give some answer. Meghna, what is the answer?
From its volume is low, I can't hear anything.
Huh?
I can't hear anything
You can't hear anything.
because it's raining.
Oh, okay. Aishwarya.
Can you repeat the options once again?
Option A, corticosteroids. Option B, serotonin. Option C, catecholamines. Option D, both A and B. A is corticosteroid, B is serotonin.
Please?
Serotonin, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Serotonin. Yeah. Answer? You don't know.
Confused.
Okay. Confused. What is the answer?
Option C, catecholamines.
Catecholamines. Till now, we learned it as corticoids and all, isn't it? Fight or flight response. Here it is catecholamines. Okay. Sana, next question.
Dash may occur between two or more incompatible needs or motives, like whether to study dance or psychology.
Options.
Frustration, internal pressure, social pressure, conflicts.
Last one.
Conflicts.
Conflict. Okay.
Conflict.
Yes.
Correct. Conflict. That is also a confusing part in this chapter. Conflicts, frustration, internal pressure, and social pressure. Page number 55. Learn it with examples, then only you'll understand, and then only you can differentiate between all the four. Okay, frustration, conflict. If you just read the definition and learn, finally, when the example comes, everything looks the same. So differentiate it and learn. Frustration, conflict, social pressure, and internal pressure. Yes, Meghna, next one.
Assertion. Finally, the stress experience will be determined by the resources of the person, such as money, social skills, coping style, support networks, etc. Reason, all these factors determine the appraisal of a given stressful situation. Option A, A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B, A and R are true and R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C, A is true but R is false. Option D, A is false but R is true.
Tell the answer.
Option
Option A. A and R are true and
R is the correct explanation of
okay. Please read the sentences once more.
assertion. Finally, the stress experience will be determined by the resources of the person, such as money, social skills, coping style, support networks, etc. All these factors determine the appraisal of a given stressful situation.
Okay. Aishwarya.
Moving into a new house is an example of dash from source of stress.
Options.
Life events, traumatic events, hassles, and daily events.
Ashish. What is it? Huh?
Options once more.
Life events, traumatic events, hassles, daily events.
Life events.
Yes.
Correct. Then, Amal Kesaji.
Now, which of these is the first stage of gas? Resistant stage, alarm reaction stage, burnout stage, none of the above.
Can you repeat the question on options?
Which of these is the first stage of gas? Resistant stage, alarm reaction stage, burnout stage, none of the above.
Alarm reaction.
Yes, correct.
Alarm reaction. Or we call it alarm stage. And that also I found in many question papers. Such and such reactions or such and such events are given. And the question is, in which stage does it occur? Is it in alarm? Is it in reaction? Is it in, is it in resistance or is it in exhaustion stage? So you clearly have to know what happens in these three stages and only you will be able to apply it. Okay. And when all the resources are over, which will be the stage?
Exhaustion.
Exhaustion stage. It's just like the fuel gets over. Okay, or if our energy gets over, we say, no, we are exhausted. We can't work anymore. It's the same thing. So apply it and learn. Then next one, Amal Raj.
The hypothalamus initiates action along dash pathways. Options 1, 2, or 3.
1, 2, or 3. Hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. What is the question?
Ma'am,
Initiates.
the hypothalamus initiates action along dash pathways.
How many pathways? Say any number at least, and then we can discuss the correct answer. 1, 2, or 3. Yes, Lena? That's a guess. Is it 2? 2. Which which are the 2 pathways? Please tell them the page number, Amal.
Now 54.
54. Let me also take just a minute. Okay, 54. The pituitary and the other one, no? Last part. Left side, last part. Hypothalamus initiates action along 2 pathways. It's in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th line. Hypothalamus initiates action along 2 pathways. You have to know which are the 2 pathways. The first pathway involves the autonomic nervous system. The adrenal gland releases large amount of catecholamines, epinephrine and norepinephrine into the bloodstream. So catecholamines, the examples are epinephrine and norepinephrine, or we call them adrenaline or non-adrenaline. Then this leads to physiological changes in fight or flight response. The second pathway involves the pituitary gland, which secretes the corticosteroid, which provides energy. Underline that if you have not done it yet. Okay. Next question. Diana.
Conflicts may occur between 2 or more dash needs or motives. Option A, compatible. Option B, incompatible. Option C, basic. Option D, complex.
Easy. That's relatively easy. From even if you don't know the topic, you can understand.
Incompatible.
Incompatible. Incompatible means there is a mismatch. Compatible means a matching one. We call them, the charger is not compatible with the mobile phone, which means it won't be matching. It won't be able to be used for that. There are different types of chargers, isn't it? C type and all those things. Yeah. So we have to find a proper one, which means a matching one for that. So compatible means a matching, which goes well along with each other, and incompatible means a mismatch. Ashish.
Life events comes under dash stressor. External, internal, both of the above, none of this.
Why are you all so silent today? Can you repeat the question?
Life events comes under dash stressor.
Life events comes under dash stressor. Options.
Internal, external, none of this, all of the above.
Internal, external, none of these, all of the above.
External.
Yes.
Okay. Next question, Amal Kesaji.
Frustration is a one of source of dash stress. Frustration is one of the source of dash stress. Physical, environmental, psychological, social.
Physical, environmental, psychological, social.
Psychological.
Correct.
Sana.
Dash include being involved in a variety of extreme events such as fire, train or road accidents, robbery, earthquake, tsunami, etc.
Hmm.
Life events, hassles, traumatic events, psychological effects.
Hmm. Answer.
Traumatic events.
Yes.
Okay. Grishma, next one.
Which of the following is not a physiological effect of stress? Option A, release of epinephrine and norepinephrine. Option B, decreased heart rate. Option C, constriction of blood vessels. Option D, slowing down of the digestive system. Should I repeat?
Decrease of heart rate.
Please repeat that question once more.
Which of the following is not a physiological effect of stress? Option A, release of epinephrine and norepinephrine. Option B, decreased heart rate. Option C, constriction of blood vessels. Option D, slowing down of the digestive system.
Answer is
Decreased heart rate.
decreased heart rate. Okay. Meghna, next one.
Which pathway involves the autonomic nervous system? Option A 2, option B 1, option C 3, option D 4.
Which one involves autonomic, right? Autonomic nervous system. We're talking about hypothalamic pathways. Yes. Which one involves autonomic nervous system? Is it one, two? Is it the first one, second one, third one, or the fourth one? First one? Okay. Then next one, Aishwarya.
A sense of self-confidence or efficacy can determine whether the person is likely to appraise a situation as a threat or a challenge. Is it true or false? Should I repeat? A sense of self-confidence or efficacy can determine whether the person is likely to appraise the situation as a threat or a challenge.
True.
Yes.
Yes, correct. Amal Raj.
Internal and social pressure is a source of dash stress. Also social stress, psychological stress, environmental stress.
Answer.
Psychological stress.
Okay, fine. Ashish.
Stresses with a high intensity, long duration, and long duration. Sorry.
Okay.
A stressor with more intensity and complex and high duration will lead to dash consequences.
Dash.
Consequences.
Options.
Positive, negative, none of this, all of the above.
Hmm. Say fast.
Negative.
Yes.
Yes, correct. Amal Keshaji.
Dash are the producers of antibiotics.
Dash are the producers of
Antibiotics.
anti
Biotic.
anti
Antibiotics.
antibiotics.
Well, antibiotics. Body.
Antibody.
Antibodies.
Antibodies. Okay. Dash are the producers of antibodies.
Natural killer cell, T cell, B cell,
Natural killer cells, that is NK cells or
T cells,
T
or
cells
B
or
cell.
B cells
Mm,
or
all of the above.
all of the above. Okay. NK cells, T cells, B cells are all of the above. Who produces antibodies? Is that portion there? Answer. Is it B, Amal?
B cell.
Hmm?
B cell.
B cells. I hope it's right. B cells. Then next question. Sana. What here? Diana.
Ma'am, assertional reasoning.
Hmm.
Question. Assertion.
Hmm.
Psychological stress occurs when we overexert ourselves physically, lack a nutritional diet, suffer from an injury, or fall to get enough sleep.
Hmm.
Reason. Environmental stress are caused by air pollution, crowding, noise, heat of summer, winter, cold, or disaster, such as fire, natural disaster,
Hmm.
and earthquake, floods, etc.
Hmm.
Options are
Hmm.
option A, both A and R is true, and
Hmm.
R is the correct explanation of A.
Hmm.
Both A, option B, both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A.
Hmm.
C,
A is true, but R is false. B,
Ah.
A is false, but R is true.
Oh, okay. Is option B the right answer?
D or B?
B for ball.
Ma'am, it's D.
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 What have you put in the chat box? Ah. Okay. Do you understand why is it D? Yes, read the statements once more.
Assertion: psychological stress are caused when we overexert ourselves physically, lack nutritional diet, or suffer from an injury, or fail to get enough sleep. Reason: environmental stress are caused by air pollution, crowding, noise, and heat of summer, winter, cold disasters such as fire, natural disasters such as floods, earthquake, and etc.
Okay. And please post these questions. If you can't put it in the group, send it over to me personally. I'll post it in the group. Okay. Whichever questions you have prepared from this chapter, please send it to me. I've told this earlier to prepare and send, but nobody did it. But send it to me today. I'll post it in the group. Okay. Shall we wind up then? We have one more section. We'll discuss the rest in the next class. Okay. Thank you.